Man of Swords. The Star. The Knight of Swords. We have Aquarius energy, lots of air energy, a lot of mental activity. There's a lot of strife. There's a lot of running away from problems. But staying connected to what really matters in life with the Star. It's strange because usually the Star has a lot of positive attributes. And in this connection, in this reading so far, I'm getting a lot of negativity, almost like running away from what you really want. Someone, a male, is running away from something that he is divinely attached to, something that would make him happy, which is giving me the feeling of somebody running away from happiness on purpose because they are nervous, they are anxious. Nine of Swords. They are scared. There's a lot of anxiety here regarding happiness, regarding success, which is true for some people. Some people are actually afraid of succeeding in some kind of endeavor. We'll find out what that actually is in a second. But somebody is running away from their anxiety over what could make them happy, what could make them successful or popular, I want to say. I don't know why I want to use that word. But there's the Star here, and you could see in this card that she's connected with her heart into the universe. The Star is ethereal and she shines brightly. There could be someone in the limelight or just getting attention, right? And that brings them anxiety for some reason. This man right here is afraid of the attention. So let's clarify a little bit on the Star. What is the Star about? Temperance. So we have Sagittarius and Aquarius energy here. They don't know how to balance what makes them happy versus what makes them anxious. We also have the Devil. This person is afraid of getting caught up in happiness again. And we also have the Hierophant. The Hanged Man. I don't know why they said so. Maybe there's a Hierophant involved too. The Hangman. This person is stuck on something that would actually make them happy, which is true for a lot of people. Like I said, some people are afraid of success. Some people are afraid of people that would make them happy. Some people are afraid of going down the route of finding a peaceful balance, whether in relationship or in success. It could be material success. It could be in their workplace. They are obsessed with the happiness, but at the same time, it makes them anxious. And they are actually turning their back and running away from it and staying in the Hangman energy of being stuck. So they feel torn with the Temperance card, right? The Temperance card is usually about balancing good and negative, positive and negative energy. So even though they know what they want, even though they know what makes them happy truly inside, they are running away from it because of maybe past failures, or it makes people vulnerable when you open yourself up to happiness, when you open yourself to what would really truly make you happy in your heart. Some people run away from that on purpose because they feel vulnerability is a weakness. What else? The King of Cups. It could be regarding love. It could be regarding relationship. It could be regarding somebody that they actually have feelings for. Yeah. This person is running away from someone maybe it's you, that would actually make them happy, but they are full of anxiety over it. It's kind of bringing up past wounds, triggers of the past, of it not working out, of them feeling stuck, of them feeling all the negative emotions that were associated with their past relationship, their past lover. Ace of Wands. Even though they want this new start, right? They know in their heart and their mind and their third eye that this is what they actually want, but they are very nervous about actually going to get it again. 555 on the clock. This is about change and death. So we have death, we have Scorpio energy, we have water signs here, we have air signs and a little bit of fire as well. Will this person put an end to how they used to think about love and relationship? They are obsessed about it in a strange way with the Devil card here, and they're hung up on it, but they don't know which way to go. Like they're wishy-washy in their approach, because they, on one hand, they want it, they want a new start, they want to create and spark a new match, but they're hung up on it with the Hangman. So this person might be looking at you at this time and thinking like, yes, this person actually would make me happy, but I am afraid, so I'm going to run away from it. Some people run away from love on purpose because they're afraid of being vulnerable again, because sometimes when you are vulnerable, you get hurt. But that is the beauty of vulnerability, is having enough strength within inside of you, knowing that when you put your heart on a butcher block and you give it to another person, there's two outcomes that could happen. That person could take a mallet and crush your heart into smithereens, or that person could look at it and tend to it like a garden and take care of it and cherish it. But you won't know until you try, right? The Six of Swords, again, is running away. There's a lot of running away. There's a lot of anxiety and running away from love, even though they know that they want it, but they're scared and they're hung up on it and they don't know which way to turn. The Death and the Rebirth card here, number 13, Scorpio energy. Will they put an end to this? This is what this person is hung up on. Okay, so let's pull some clarifying cards again. Family, building foundations and feeling safe, starting a family. This could be regarding a family that was put to death. This person might have gone through some sort of separation, breakup, divorce, something where it ended, and this is why this person is running away from any sort of feelings that might occur that are similar to their past regarding family and connectedness and love. King of Cups. So even though they might see something in you that they like and they cherish, and then they might want to start with the Ace of Wands, right? In their third eye, they know that they like it. They want to start something. But at the same time, there's so many negative cards here where they're just being hung up on themselves. They might be hung up on their old habits. They might be going back and forth with what they want to do about it, right? It's easier to run away. It's much easier to run away. It's much easier to just kind of think about things at night. The Nine of Swords could mean like insomnia, sleeplessness, being hung up, and it's paired with the Devil. So it's kind of giving me like a lot of insomnia. It's giving me a lot of rumination about what to do next. They're afraid to start again. They're afraid to open themselves because of past hurt. Ghost. They might actually ghost you over it just because they're nervous. They might actually choose to be cold and distant on purpose. We have the Death card and the Ghost card. So it's giving me like hot and cold, wishy-washy, temperance, good and bad, good and evil, light and dark, anxiety versus excitement. It's two of the same. It's just how you choose to feel it. The feeling is the same exact feeling. If you want to be negative, you have anxiety over it. If you want to be positive, you have excitement. But this person is running away from their past. They're running away from the feelings of the past and the past hurts that love has caused them. They feel like if they open themselves up again, it will end in disaster. Sneaky and decisions. So they're holding back from coming towards you fully. We have ghost and indecision, because of this, just because of this reason, is because they are nervous about actually feeling again, right? A good friend of mine, we were talking about love and intimacy, and he worded it so well. I wish he would speak publicly about it. But we were talking about the topic of mental nakedness and what that really means in intimacy. And, physical intimacy is just a byproduct of our mental nakedness with one another. If we are willing to be vulnerable with one another mentally, emotionally, where we actually show our true selves beyond the shell, beyond the boundaries, beyond the wall that we put up, we show another human being our true selves, good, bad, ugly, and everything in between. And to be vulnerable, you have to be a badass, because you have to just be able to radically just put yourself out there, knowing that it could be rejected or accepted. And it doesn't matter either way, because you accept yourself. You still support yourself no matter what happens. But it hurts. But once you learn that the hurt goes away, it doesn't feel so scary anymore putting yourself out there, because, okay, you hurt my feelings. All right, you get back up and you move on, right? This person might be sneaky because of that reason. They're hiding themselves on purpose because of all of this anxiety that they've developed around the idea of love. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock. They want to progress forward. They want a new chance. They want new chances in love, but there's so much negativity that's still swirling around in their head that they almost reject it before they even get a chance to feel anything different, if that makes sense. This is not something that you, as maybe a person that's involved with this other guy, you don't have any responsibility in this other person's feelings. You could just show up as you are. You evaluate every day, and you see if it works for you still. Because if this person's going back and forth and they're so wishy-washy in what they want, you might not want to involve yourself fully with this person yet, even though it's okay to talk, it's okay to hang out, it's okay to investigate, it's okay to get to know someone, it's okay for you to be vulnerable, because if you have control of your vulnerability, it doesn't matter what anyone else does. But the rejection might come from the other person because of their feelings of being scared. Surprise. They might feel surprised about this feeling because they felt like maybe they would have never had the opportunity to feel like this again. So what are they going to do about it? That's up to them. You might want to wish for it to work out, but wishing, wanting, and doing are completely two different things. So you both could wish that this relationship could work. You both could wish that the other person could see the brighter side of life. You could both wish that, things would work out between you two just because there's a good match between you two. But that still doesn't mean that this person will stop running. He might still be in love with his past person. He might just feel really nervous in general with anybody. Again, it's not your responsibility to change this person or even accept it for yourself. You can still talk to them, you could still be yourself, but at the end of the day, it takes two people to make the decision to try, to be vulnerable, to give one another an open chance at love again. You can't force someone to want things the same way you want them. Even if this person has feelings of that inside, deep and down, are they willing to stop running away? It's up to them, right? A balance card again, delicate balance. So when you feel imbalanced about relationships or whether or not this person is good for you or not, maybe you don't make a decision, you just let things happen naturally, and the truth comes out naturally without you forcing it, without you forcing someone else to see things the way you do, without you forcing a relationship to happen. When you have to force a relationship in any way, you know it's going to go downhill, right? So things could topple over if someone just forces things to work, right? Or forces someone to get over someone else, or forces, someone to get over their anxiety about love or whatever it is. There's a balance here. We have two balancing cards with the Temperance card and the Delicate Balance Oracle here. So again, you might feel like the relationship is imbalanced with this person, but it's not up to just you to smooth things over. It takes two people to want to make things even, level, balanced, where even though you both might have feelings of anxiety or being scared about the future, it takes two people to accept the fact that, okay, we are both willing to try this out wholeheartedly and not half-assed. Because this person right here in this reading is kind of half-assed, back and forth, back and forth. It doesn't matter how good of his intentions are. I don't think this person is fully ready yet. And that's okay. You can't judge people for not being ready. Like I said, you can't force someone to be ready faster than they are. But on your side of things, you don't have to reject someone for that, but you don't have to go fully in. So just remember to protect yourself and balance your own feelings out at this time. If this person isn't fully ready to be open with you or be in a relationship, just keep your own options open. You don't have to completely cut them off, and you don't have to completely go full in and commit yourself. So this is kind of giving me the energy of, even though this person is going back and forth with their own emotions internally, they might know what they want, but then at the same time, they're running away from it because they feel nervous or scared, or there's no full foundation yet. So I would say go slow with this person. Wait to see the outcome of them, to see if you want to fully invest, because things can change. Things could either topple over or things could be built from the ground up in a very stable way.